Let's look at attempts to contain the use of illegal fireworks activity in Duarte over the past 5 years. The bars on the left indicate the number of personnel brought on to issue tickets each year. The bars on the right indicate the actual number of tickets issued per each year. As you can see, the numbers seem to be almost identical. This means that the number of staff hired is almost equal to the number of tickets issued. We're not making much headway in terms of citing tickets. Taking a closer look, you can see the actual number of staff on the orange bars and the actual number of tickets issued on the red ones for each year. Looking at each of the last 5 years, it hasn't made any difference how many or how few staff were brought on. The ratio of staff to tickets remains the same. About 1 ticket all night per person out there. We'd like to know why this information has not been reviewed by the city. Why has the city not noticed that in 2014, the tickets were close to the number of staff brought on? And in 2015, in 2016, 2017, and now 2018? This is not effective. This will never address the problem. It's like running in place. You can run faster, but you're still not going anywhere. Why have we continued on this path to nowhere? This year we gave out 31 tickets. What percentage of the total illegal use was that? 10%? 20%? Citizens know it didn't touch illegal use for many of our neighborhoods. How many staff will be needed next year? What if we want to give out 50 tickets? We'll need 50 officers? Maybe we'll aim for 75. Where are we going to get 75 officers? It's easy to see this process will never take care of the illegal use here in Duarte. It's impossible to curb illegal use like this. It is not a deterrent, and it is not effective at catching those breaking the law. Now let's look at the money. Here's the dollar amount that is netted from each citation. Note that these numbers were calculated using the $1,000 fine amount minus the amount of money paid for staff. If there are other expenses included, we do not have those figures, so the amounts could actually be slightly lower. Still, it's easy to see each year the amount per ticket earned has been increasing. Here we can see the total amount of money made off citations has been steadily climbing. This looks like a profitable side business, especially this past year since there were many more staff out there and 5 volunteers who didn't get paid. Almost $24,000 will be made after all the fees are collected. Let's compare last year's data from area towns where fireworks are allowed to our data from this year. The number of non-residents ticketed here far surpasses those from any other city. Looks like Duarte is everybody else's kind of town. As it was noted, 29 of the 31 citations given out this year were issued to people who don't even live in Duarte. A point we brought up in our other presentation, that in every city we studied, the presence of legal fireworks was accompanied by illegal ones. So in essence, we're inviting in crime and then making money off of it. We allow the sale of safe and sane fireworks, and people have a nice place to explode their illegal stash. Outsiders bring in their professional-grade show items, shoot them off, and then become belligerent to our peacekeepers. And now our own law enforcement has to spend their time citing offenders from outside Duarte who are often drunk and aggressive. According to the official safety report, in almost all instances, enforcement had to call for backup. How long is this going to continue? What is it going to take to admit that permitting safe and sane fireworks in our city does more damage than the few dollars it raises? How long before someone does some basic math and sees it doesn't add up? The citizens need to know if this town really wants to reduce illegal use or just profit from it. Both things are not going to happen, so when council members applaud how many tickets were given out and say it will be a strong deterrent, that's simply not the case. Here's an idea. How about we ban fireworks and continue with issuing citations until things calm down, sometime around 3 years from now, and put all that money into an education fund? help the nonprofits segue into better fundraising efforts. It's amazing. Somehow the city found a way to make money while not reducing the problem one bit.